The Whispering Grove. Chapter 1. The Arrival. The village of Hollow Glen was a quiet place nestled deep within a forest, surrounded by ancient trees that swayed in the wind. It was a quaint and peaceful retreat for those seeking solitude. Among these towering guardians lay a grove, a place where even the bravest of the villagers did not tread. The Whispering Grove, they called it, a name that sent shivers down the spine of anyone who heard it. Hollow Glen's newest resident, Emily, was an artist seeking inspiration. She had heard whispers of the village's beauty and mystery and decided it was the perfect place to reignite her creativity. Little did she know that she was about to encounter more than just a muse. Chapter 2. The Invitation. Emily's first week in Hollow Glen was delightful. She spent her days painting the serene landscapes and befriending the villagers. They welcomed her warmly, but warned her to stay away from the Whispering Grove. One evening, after a particularly productive day, Emily sat in the village pub chatting with some locals. As the conversation turned to local legends, she couldn't resist asking about the grove. "It's a cursed place," old Tom, the village elder, muttered. "No one who enters ever returns the same." Curiosity piqued, Emily pressed for more. She learned that strange whispers could be heard from the grove at night, luring people into its depths. Some said it was the spirits of the forest, others claimed it was something far more sinister. Chapter 3. The First Whisper. Emily couldn't resist the allure of the unknown. That night, as she lay in bed, she heard it, a faint whisper calling her name. She sat up, heart pounding, straining to hear. The voice was soft, almost hypnotic. "Emily, come to us." She shook her head, trying to dismiss it as her imagination, but the whisper persisted, growing louder. Against her better judgment, she felt an irresistible urge to follow the voice. She threw on a coat and stepped outside, guided by the eerie call. Chapter 4. Into the Grove. The village was silent as Emily made her way towards the grove. The trees loomed ominously, their branches like skeletal hands reaching out to her. She hesitated at the edge of the grove, but the whisper was insistent, pulling her forward. As she entered the grove, the air grew colder, and the whisper turned into a chorus of voices, each one distinct yet blending together in a haunting symphony. The path before her twisted and turned, and she soon realized she was lost. "Emily, join us." Her heart raced, but she felt strangely calm, as if the whispers had a soothing effect on her. She continued deeper into the grove, the trees closing in around her. Chapter 5. The Encounter. Emily stumbled upon a clearing, bathed in an unnatural light. In the center stood an ancient oak, as its bark etched with strange symbols. The whispers grew louder, more urgent. "Emily, we've been waiting." Suddenly the temperature dropped further, and Emily saw them. Shadows flitting between the trees, barely visible but undeniably there. She felt a presence behind her and turned to see a figure cloaked in darkness. "Who are you?" she managed to whisper. The figure stepped forward, revealing a face twisted with sorrow and pain. "We are the lost souls of the grove," it said, "trapped here by a curse. We need your help to be free." Emily's fear was momentarily replaced by compassion. "How can I help?" The figure pointed to the ancient oak. "The symbols, they bind us here. You must destroy them." Chapter 6. The Ritual. With trembling hands, Emily approached the tree. The symbols glowed with an eerie light, and she realized they were not just carvings, but pulsating with dark energy. She picked up a sharp stone and began to clip away at the symbols. As she worked, the whispers grew frantic, a cacophony of voices urging her on. The shadows circled around her, their presence a mix of hope and desperation. Finally, she broke through the last symbol, and a blinding light erupted from the tree. Emily was thrown back, and the voices reached a deafening pitch before suddenly falling silent. Chapter 7. The Aftermath. When Emily awoke, she was lying on the forest floor, the first light of dawn filtering through the trees. The grove was silent, and the oppressive atmosphere had lifted. She made her way back to the village, exhausted but unharmed. The villagers were shocked to see her emerge from the grove. Old Tom approached her, his eyes wide with disbelief. "You survived," he said. "What happened in there?" Emily recounted her experience, and as she spoke, she noticed a change in the villagers. The fear that had gripped them for generations seemed to melt away. Chapter 8, The Legacy. Emily stayed in Hollow Glen, her paintings capturing the beauty and mystery of the village. The grove, once feared, became a place of peace. The villagers would often visit the clearing, leaving offerings to honor the spirits that had been freed. The whispers were gone, but Emily could still feel her presence. Watching over the village, she had brought peace to the lost souls, and in return, they had given her the inspiration she sought. Years later, as she walked through the grove, now teeming with life, she felt a gentle breeze and heard a faint, familiar whisper. It was a voice of gratitude, a reminder of the bond that she had forged with the spirits of Whispering Grove. Alright guys, that was the Whispering Grove. I hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure to give a like and subscribe for more videos. It really helps me out. And be sure to check out my Redbubble store. You can get cool merch with all kinds of pictures on it. Get sweatshirts, t-shirts, hoodies, mugs, pillows, all kinds of things. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.